finally, we're live. I thought I was live the whole time, but I guess I was living in the world of the dead because I was lost. I thought as a child, and now I'm an adult. I am thinking as an adult. As you see the Bible in front of you, you're live with the mad director. Yeah, I'm mad, but I ain't mad at you. But I'm mad at the world. The world that perpetrates this one nigga at a time syndrome. The world that perpetrates this evil communication, corrupts good manners. A world that continuously makes us look like fools to our family and most importantly to our God. It's as if it's a sin to continuously play in this economical wahala of spirits filled with sinners that are not understanding change but playing like bitches that pretend they want to be entertained. We're not here to be entertained anymore with all this buffoonery. Grow the hell up. But we're going to get into this and review this before we watch it. And then maybe we might go watch it. But to me, I'm a director. I know how the story goes from seeing a teaser or a trailer. And I'm a visionary. Vision given by God. Yeah, okay. Many of you want to say, oh, please, buddy, speak for yourself, man. What have you done? Well, listen, I've been crafting stories behind the scene. I've worked on many short films that won contests that made communities felt like, uh-oh, this guy should not be on the scene. And I worked behind the scene in Hollywood sets like The Hulk and all these different movies. But yet, people are so afraid to put me on the scene as a professional director because they know my plan is to open up the gates, break the glass ceiling, and compete with 12 directors that are of the black persuasion, just to show Hollywood you have not explored real, true stories that are in the Bible. And the only way to explore it is through us, because that's the book of our fathers. So stop playing stupid economical games by trying to hide the truth of people's history. Now you're part of the history and you're playing the devil, Hollywood. So stop hiding. God damn. Make money while you can so you can burn it as you're burning in hell, Hollywood, because History Wood is going to take your ass over. So, my brother, Ryan Coogler, Tyler Perry, Antoine Fuqua, Spike Lee, and all the other directors that are not known, we need to see the collaboration of literal brothers coming together, filmmakers, directors, actors, understanding autonomy in filmmaking and storytelling. If you want to be a guest, be my guest. Stop being a snitch watching from the sideline. God damn you people. You get a little money, you pretend to be private like a little bitch that want to get kidnapped because you want to get kidnapped to do your concupiscence businesses. That's right. It's not that you're a little girl want to pretend to be like I'm just talented. I want to show my talent. No. Stop getting paid for telling foolish stories. Stop getting paid for participating in stories that have no historical significance, but just a story told to you by your family member. Okay, good inspiration, but there's more inspiration in the Bible than what you're making it out to be. But we ain't going to talk much because we don't want you to hate me for talking because you think I'm coveting your shine. No, I'm not coveting nobody's shine, nor am I hated. Nor do I want to dance with the devil in Hollywood in order to get a deal to tell my stories, because the stories of the Bible will be told better than Sinners and any other movie can ever do in Hollywood. Best believe that. The mad director's here. Let's start the show. And don't lose the audience because you're watching something that you feel like I'm not doing it according to your standards. Just subscribe, man. Hello, Adia. You want to come in and join? No problem. Request. I don't know how this YouTube thing works, but we going to see. Hello, Aditya. Hi, how are you? Come in and join me on this. Let me see if you can come in on here. I don't know how this works exactly. Moderator. Okay, let me see. Channel add as a moderator. Put in the timeout. Okay. What is this going on, man? Moderator. Adieta. Standard. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I don't know. I added you as a moderator. I don't know. Get yourself in here if you want to, but we're going to continue the show. No distractors. Okay. You can be a comment moderator then, or comment reviewer with me. Okay, Adieta? Say yes. Let me see your comment. Say yes. Adieta, are you there? This is the mad director. Don't get me even more madder with your incoherent attitude. Are you there? Yadev. Sounds like a Russian. No English speaking people. YouTube, stop sending my goddamn content to Russians and people that don't even understand what the hell is going on. God damn. I live this life full of anguish because I'm always getting cheesed because people keep trying to shadow ban me. God damn, from Hollywood to the streets to the whole entire world. Just because you know the Bible and you want to make things happen for real, it's like Satan sent like 5.2 billion people trying to stop you. God damn. Okay. Yeah. Understand when somebody's streaming, don't call. Check to see if they're streaming. Because we all TV show makers. So Adi, yeah. Do you want to be up here or you want to be a moderator and be a comment moderator while I speak my mad director views because I don't call it opinion. Okay, let's continue. Adieta, you seem like you're a scroller. You're scrolling up and down all over YouTube trying to find something to make you laugh. But ain't nothing gonna make you laugh. Let's continue. 1932, the Mississippi Delta during Jim Crow. The film has two stars. They're both actor. Ryan Coogler's latest film is Sinners, made with his wife Cindy Evans, a horror film set in 1932 in the Mississippi Delta during Jim Crow. The film has two stars. They're both actor Michael B. Jordan. What's going on here? What? What's going on here? Something's happening here now. Blood clot. It's not moving. I'm showing the TV in front of me and it ain't moving. Why? Did they like brothers smoking stack who just God damn. People are showing me love, but nothing is moving in front of the TV screen. What is going on? Did I take a picture by accident or something? Or did somebody black screen? Why black screen? Oh, Adieta. Thank you for telling me that information. Okay, YouTube. God damn, we don't know what y'all want. Okay, let's put a background. But can you hear me, Adieta? We don't need to show none of the movies. We get it. YouTube got some security features and whatnot. They want you to pay. Can you hear me, Adieta? Okay, well, she says black screen. Let me see if I put on a green screen feature. Would she be able to understand and hear me? What the hell is going on here now? Okay, we're gonna go off and come back on because we don't know what's going on here. It's ridiculous. God damn. Can you see this now, Adieta? Can you see this? Adieta, are you still there? You're my moderator now, so we need to understand how to communicate faster. Can you see this? Anyways, let's continue on. I'm tired of like trying to do something and there's always distractions and people's, and that's why we just gonna do this shit. How the hell we want to do this shit? We don't need to show nobody, no characters. Don't worry about it, YouTube. Your content loving, blocking weirdo-ness. I'm tired of this shit, man. God damn evil communication. They corrupt good manners for real. And now we don't understand this, but let me go off and come back on. You know what? Better yet, just leave it on, man. I don't give a damn. People don't want to watch. We don't give a damn about no audience. The audience is fools. They're all full of crap, anyways. Your audience, stop being a foo-foo audience. Meaning, let YouTube pay us based on how we decide how the audience should work. So you people can have daily watching schedules. So you know your content you're watching. What the hell is going on in this world, man? Everybody want people to be broke out here. The fuck, man? The hell, man? This ain't competition. Slandering ain't competition. Garbage movies that speak about all these Willie Lynch type of BS ain't competition. You know, people need to understand this economy is being ran by a bunch of asshole fools that want to see people in the gladiator ring over nothing. You think they're doing this to niggas, but yet they're gonna be doing this to everybody, which they already are. You people have no idea what the hell is going on. Anyways, let's get into this. We don't give a damn anymore. This is all to piss us off. We get it, but we ain't mad. We bring in drama, revelation drama, and making sure all you suckers with no understanding of legacy, you will never get a legacy in this world. That means you pass away with your foolishness.
Living in Chicago, working for the gangster Al Capone. The twins purchased an old sawmill from a racist white landowner to start a juke joint for the local black community when they're
exactly. And that's the same thing we ain't doing. We don't give a damn about your money, Hollywood. We don't give a damn about purchasing any stores or any flipping properties to do anything. We're gonna make money without anybody's need out here but the people, my people that are in the word. Mark my word.
Affected by a supernatural evil. Oh, and did I say it's a vampire film? This is the film's trailer.
Our Muslim brothers and sisters in Yemen.
Yeah. Stop trying to collect more money and admit to what y'all did to black people all over the world. Muslim brothers and sisters, stop this.
I've been all over this world. I seen men die in ways I ain't even know was possible. Lady, brother, be careful. I will. With all the things that I've seen, I ain't ever seen no demons, no ghosts, no magic. Till now. To get back inside. Let me in, man. Something going on out here. You keep dancing with the devil. One day he's going to follow you home. Okay. Looking like a Scarface wannabe.
That's the trailer for the new critically acclaimed vampire horror film Sinners. We go now to Oakland, California, where we're joined by the film's acclaimed director, writer, Ryan Coogler. His other feature films include Fruitvale Station, Creed, the record-breaking Black Panther, its sequel, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Ryan, it's great to have you back on Democracy Now! After we talked to you in Sundance more than a decade ago. This is an astounding film.
Yeah. She looks so happy. Like as if, oh, you finally brought a film that spoke the truth about what we white people have been doing to you black people using music for quite a long time. Well, let's continue. Ryan Coogler, I see you got the clockers on. We're going to send you a clocker.
Oh, thank you. I mean, it's good to see you as well.
Or will it be called a Coogler?
Worked really hard on it. Me and my wife, Zinzi Coogler, our partner, Sevak Ohanian, and all of us at Proximity Media. This film meant everything to us, and it's been a joy to share it with the world and to have time to talk about it with people like you.
We'll talk about how you developed the idea for this and wrote it. I mean, this horror film, this film about everything from Jim Crow to slavery, the magnificent music, and the fact that you made it a vampire film.
Yeah. I mean, it's such a great group of questions. Like, to be honest with you, my family is like many families in California. We products of the second wave of the Great Migration, meaning that, before California, my family was in the South, in the Gulf states primarily, but also some of them were in Mississippi. And it's ironic because with my grandmother and her mom before her and my mom are known for is their gumbo. They cook a style of gumbo that comes from Port Arthur, Texas. And as you know, that the dish is probably most famous in Louisiana, but it's combining a lot of different elements into one uniform dish that's beloved.
Like jollof
family is known for making some of the best gumbo, and this was
soup in this case.
To make cinematic gumbo. I took some things that might seem disparate, in a description, but I think they go very well together. I grew up in Oakland, and one of the most important people in my life was my Uncle James Edmondson, who was a Mississippi man who married my grandmother's younger sister, Samuel, who the main character in the film is named after. But for a considerable amount of time, he was the oldest male member of my family, and I just really loved spending time with him. And all he wanted to do when he was off from work was listen to blues music, drink Old Taylor whiskey, and maybe catch a game of San Francisco Giants on the radio. And I associated that music with him. I never felt like it belonged to me. It felt like it was music for older people. But he passed away in 2015, and I was devastated. I was away from home as I normally was, making a film called Creed. When I got the news, and after he passed, I started to listen to old blues records to kind of remind myself of him. And if I did it enough, I would feel like he was there with me, almost like I was conjuring his spirit. And the base of the idea started with that. And when I started to do my research on blues music, specifically the Delta blues music that came out of that Mississippi Delta, I discovered that there's a firm argument to be made that this art form, the Delta blues, is our country's most important contribution to global popular culture. I think it's probably our most important artistic contribution to the world, and it was such a profound discovery. This music made by people who were for all intents and purposes living under a backbreaking form of American apartheid.
That's why the king said, well, maybe if we had, they could train us, but then America fucked up and blamed us. I guess because we black, we the target. My only fear is God, I spit the hard shit. Like a ride for Matulu, like a ride for Geronimo.
Deny their humanity on a daily basis, will create something artistically excellent that it would affect global culture from that time forward. And that was what I saw to make. I saw to make something personal, and true, but also epic and mythical. I grew up loving horror stories and literature and cinema. So I combined that as well. I had an appetite for showing more of myself. After having over a decade working in franchise filmmaking. If that makes sense. I was very passionate about those projects. Those projects weren't completely my own, so I was excited to incorporate some elements of genres and styles that I was interested in. But also, the last thing I'll tell you, Yanni, was through my research into the music. I learned more about the music industry and the music business.
Okay, Mr. Kugler, you don't gotta tell people too much, brother. I don't know how to get a hold of you, but we will find a way to contact you. Let's continue a little bit more. We might skip through because we need to understand something here, bro. What is the purpose?
It was built out, and how much the concept of genre is related to racism. The classification of different types of music. You have a song sung by a black artist, and a white artist can sing that same song in homage to that artist. And the industry would say, hey, this black person's song, we're going to put that in one category. Back then, it might have been called race records. And then this other white musician will invent a new genre to keep a separation here of these groups of people. Maybe we'll call that bluegrass, or we'll call it country, or we'll call it rock and roll. Even though it was the same song sung the same way, they were looking at the color of the skin of the person who was singing it, and enforcing that apartheid, even through the artistic business model.
Apartheid music.
So I wanted to make a film that was raging against the concept of genre and making the audience constantly question, even while they were watching it, whether that's genres of music or genres of filmmaking.
This film is definitely genre bending, genre shattering, crosses so many genres. And again,
It's just the beginning.
Vampires. So before we go to this,
Not quite the beginning.
for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a clip with a character named Cornbread, who's played by the great Omar Bishop-Miller. And he was kind of hired to be the bouncer for the juke joint. And he's gone for a little bit. He goes to use the restroom and he comes back. And since he's been gone, the character Smoke, who's one of the twins, is actually the older twin, played by Michael B. Jordan. And the character Delta Slim, played by Delroy Lindo. And the character Annie, played by Wunmi Mosaku. They've all had a supernatural encounter that's kind of raised their antennas to the fact that something is going on that might be greater than they can understand.
Mm-hmm.
And Wunmi is a conjure woman who has a lot of experience, with hoodoo and mysticism, and she's trying to, lean on that knowledge to figure out exactly what they're dealing with. And a light bulb goes off when this character is struggling to enter the space.
Here's a clip from Sinners.
What y'all doing? Just step aside and let me on in now.
Why you need him to do that? You big and strong enough to push past him?
Well, that wouldn't be too polite now, would it, Miss Annie? I don't know why I'm talking to you anyway.
Don't talk to him. You talking to me right now. Why you can't just walk your big ass up in here without an invite, huh? Go ahead. Admit to it.
Admit to what?
That you gay.
So you listen to this. Now we out here playing games, telling ghost stories in place of doing what we ought to do. And what is it we do? Being kind to one another. Being polite. Now we is one people, and we shouldn't go in barging into other folks' places uninvited. So in and out of here all day. Ain't never need an invite then. Yeah, something ain't adding up. Can I at least get my money?
Careful.
Yep, it's scary. Sinners. We're talking to the acclaimed filmmaker, the writer of Sinners that just opened around the world. In fact, Ryan, you just came back from London, right? I mean, I'm wondering.
Okay, okay. I don't know what's going on. I checked my YouTube channel. Got black screen. What the hell is going on? Adieta, you still there? I'm gonna go off live. So this is my quick review. We don't want to spend too much time on sinners. We understand, okay, brother Kugler. Y'all brothers need to seek out other brothers in the word. Okay? We never hear you guys say anything about, you know, you seek out witches, you seek out idiots that are completely full of nothing but a cultive attitude towards truth. And you know, you might have read the Bible or asked a pastor or two, but you never asked the right people. So we're going to create a platform for many brothers to understand. It's not because you don't have a way to contact brothers, it's because you hide away from brothers. And that's why sisters look down on us, because we're the only brothers on this goddamn planet that don't know how to contact each other. And when we get somewhere, we get drawn away by money and we become so scared of our own community. Then we become complacent. Then you have Stockholm syndrome. Then you become in fear of your own community. Then you act like you special. Nobody gave a damn about the vision you're telling. We know that ain't your vision. We know it is tampered by an editor, white boys behind the scene, trying to create a fear mongering attitude towards enslaving our people more and more. Because no matter what, I get it. My brother Ryan Coogler's point is to probably tell brothers and sisters around the world not to be in fear of, you know, bad music out here, but to be aware of the word and the truth of life and the spirits behind music, and don't be in these places of environment where there's so much hate based on the music and the way of the separation of the music, like the land. But it's all good. We just need brothers to understand, stop being covetous, like. And the way you can stop that is when you get a deal for a movie or when you get a deal by yourself, make sure you spread it to at least 4 to 10 brothers or maximum 12. Make sure it's a series of a deal. So stop this crap one brother at a time. You ain't special. God don't give a damn about what the hell you're doing because you ain't doing his work. God don't give a damn because you think you're doing his work, you're helping waking up people. No, you're being wacko. You're not spreading the understanding of vision. No, well, you want to be, oh, well, please, you just mad because you ain't got nobody respecting your vision. Nobody want to put you on. Nobody want to help you out. No, I ain't mad. God is going to show the world who I am. And I ain't going to show the world who I am because I don't need to show my face. God is just going to show his vision through me and a lot of other brothers in IUIC. Us brothers are going to make you foolish brothers in Hollywood look like clowns with big budgets and low turnaround of movie makers or movie watchers because we got a plan, a master plan. And if brothers in Hollywood don't want to run away from this bullshit, Willie Lynch like living, they will be confounded. And we will not be accepting them in our autonomy because we don't need no federales. So many of you brothers that are in Hollywood right now, start your revolutionary campaign and stop your buffoonery. Ryan Coogler, I'm gonna go check this movie out and I'm gonna judge you. I'm not gonna judge those stupid story you're telling. I'm gonna judge you and see how much you keep hugging the stage like a covetousness. Spike Lee's out here waiting for budget. 40 acres and a mule. We need to spread this bitch.